Welcome back. You're with 10's Morning News. The Dark Knight premieres in Australia tomorrow, but will it live up to the hype? The Batman franchise has come a long way from the 1960s television series, with director Christopher Nolan adding depth and intelligence to the Hollywood blockbuster.
Even in this summer full of cinematic superheroes, it's a sure bet when The Dark Knight swoops into theaters this week. Legions of Batman fans will follow in his wake into a world both comic and complex.
People are dying, Alfred. What would you have me do?
Endure, Master Wayne.
Batman, aka Bruce Wayne, is full of questions and doubts, challenged like never before by a villain like no other.
It's simple. Kill the Batman.
In continuing the story and addressing where this story goes now that Batman is established, there is an inevitable darkness to where that story goes.
Trust me.
Christopher Nolan, who brought Batman Begins to the screen in 2005, returns to direct this sequel, The Dark Knight.
This film deals with the response from criminals, personified in the idea of who the Joker is.
Come on, help me!
A conflicted hero versus a villain, pure evil. As played by Heath Ledger in his last big Hollywood role before his death in January, the Joker is not some merry prankster in pancake makeup.
Now there's a Batman.
But a demon, a terrorist, hell-bent on anarchy.
Who you want to play? Come on.
We're saying what's the most threatening thing in the world today, and to me it's anarchy and chaos and all the things the Joker represents. I don't use the monitor.
All this nightmare-inducing chaos from a 37-year-old director with the polished air of an English professor who sees deep meaning in Batman.
And there are echoes of, the Count of Monte Cristo and, Prisoner of Zenda. This sort of tortured, grand operatic figure. This man who disguises himself in the cape, but is actually one of the most prominent citizens of society, but no one knows that it's really him.
This is Harvey Dent.
The famous Bruce Wayne. Rachel's told me everything about you.
I certainly hope not.
You take this character very seriously.
I've always felt with movies, with sort of big blockbuster movies, that the more they relate to real life, the more there's a tactile sense of the real world, the more exciting they are.
Know your limits, Master Wayne.
Batman has no limits.
Well, you do, sir.
Well,
Nolan cast Christian Bale as his troubled hero in Batman Begins and The Dark Knight because of Bale's intensity.
It's a summer blockbuster. You're wearing a cape and a costume and the whole bit, but it's not a comic movie.
no, it's not. I think it looks much more gritty than that, much more real.
We're tonight's entertainment.
Add Heath Ledger's menacing, mesmerizing Joker, and Nolan is offering up that rarest of summer fare, a blockbuster with brains.
A little fighting here. I like that. Then you're gonna love me.
We certainly wanted to make as intelligent a film as we could, and that's where the strength of the performances comes in.
This town deserves a better class of criminal. And I'm gonna give it to him. Tell your men they work for me now. This is my city.
Heath Ledger's performance as the Joker already is generating Oscar buzz.
He makes the character hateful and odious, and yet when he comes on screen, you're excited to see him again.
It's not about money. It's about sending a message.
That's the genius of great actors, and as a director, it's incredibly exciting to watch a great actor craft a performance like that.
The big-budget Dark Knight, reportedly $180 million, is a long way from Nolan's beginnings as a director.
I kind of like it like that.
Yeah.
He made his first feature, called Following, right out of college for $6,000. That movie and his next, Memento, revealed a confident, creative storyteller. Memento, about a man with no short-term memory searching for a killer, unfolds forward and backwards in time. It won him a cult following, an Academy Award nomination, and entree to Hollywood.
Hold it! Who's there?
After one fairly solid hit, Insomnia,
I'm okay.
Action.
Nolan convinced Warner Brothers to hand him the reins of their fabled, though faded franchise, Batman.
I first encountered Batman through the TV show.
That campy 1960s version of the Caped Crusader was just one of Batman's many incarnations. On the big screen, there was director Tim Burton's darkly stylized Batman almost 20 years ago.
I'm Batman.
With Michael Keaton as Batman and Jack Nicholson as the Joker.
Wait till they get a load of me.
Then the superheroes did super box office through 3 sequels before the franchise ran out of steam.
Batman was, from the very beginning, one of the 2 or 3 most popular superheroes in comics.
Paul Levitz is president of DC Comics, which has published Batman since the character's inception in 1939, and has been guardian of his image in everything from movie serials to animation and action figures. He says Warner Brothers rolled the dice, tapping Nolan to reboot the movie franchise, and won.
It's one of the happiest circumstances in my career that they had the inspired idea of reaching out to Chris Nolan.
I can't ever imagine producing a film for somebody else, actually, because
Emma Thomas, Nolan's wife and producer, was his college sweetheart and has been by his side through small films and blockbusters.
I think that our approach to each film has kind of been the same. Whatever the budget, you want to tell a story that people want to see.
Yet the couple find themselves in the sensitive, even uncomfortable position of having to promote the film and Heath Ledger's performance without exploiting the death of a friend.
To be honest, it's hard to relate the two things in a way. I know that sounds strange, but somebody dying, somebody you've worked with and been friends with is an extraordinary tragedy and doesn't really relate to the film in a strange way.
Did you feel sort of an added responsibility to honor his performance?
Yeah, I felt a huge amount of responsibility on this film, and Heath's passing makes that just all the more true. It also just makes it more important to me that his performance gets seen by as many people as possible, and that they really get to see what he did, because I think it's a pretty glorious performance.
Early reviews have been positive. Internet ticket sales sizzling. All Hollywood is betting The Dark Knight will soar high once again.